Today, we're gonna talk about the pros and cons of living in Burlington, Ontario. Let's get right into it. I put a message out in the Burlington Dads group, a group on Facebook that has over 5,000 dads on there who have been living in Burlington, Ontario their entire life and have been raising a family here. So let me read out some of the comments of the pros and the cons that they mentioned and things that they love and things that they don't like so much. I think it's important for you guys, if you're looking to make that move to Burlington, Ontario, relocate here, start a family here, these are things that you definitely want to know. Michael says, pro, the restaurants. This is definitely true. There are a lot of high-end restaurants in Burlington, Ontario. They have lots of restaurants to offer. The con that he mentioned is the traffic system. This is an interesting one. Burlington is a little bit out of the city, which is like Toronto, Ontario, which is you're gonna get crazy traffic over there. Burlington, I feel, is a little bit clouded when it comes to traffic in between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m., which are rush hour. Now, it's not overly bad, so don't panic. It is getting a little bit busier here. The population is growing. I don't see it as a problem just yet. Dwayne says, Burlington has everything you could want. Food, parks, Brawny, Lakeshore, lots of things, the gym, movie theaters, but most people I know that live here don't work here, and transit traffic is not that great. When he says that they live here but don't work here, that's one of the biggest pros about Burlington. It's actually in the middle, 40 minutes out from Toronto, and you're also 40 minutes out from Niagara Falls. You can commute there for fun, entertainment, or your daily commute for work. You can take the GO train. It's very easily accessible. I do agree with this for sure. There's a lot of opportunity for jobs in Burlington, but also in the surrounding areas. Even for myself as a local real estate agent here in Burlington, Ontario, it's easy for me to commute to take care of clients all around the GTA and the surrounding area because I'm right in the middle. So that's a definite pro. Michael says, every highway is gridlocked to go anywhere. Trips north or east can take forever. I'm seeing the trend here when it comes to people talking about the traffic. Again, you are in the middle of everywhere. He's also mentioning how when he goes out to the cottage, it takes him about an hour and a half. I don't think that's too bad. It depends on the time. I understand what he is saying here, but I still think that traffic could be worse. And in Burlington, it's still not overly congested, but I do understand where he's getting from. Now, Jim, his pro is all the cool Burlington dads. Now I want to talk about this for a second. Like I said, there's over 5,000 dads in this group. So if you are a dad in Burlington, Ontario, you definitely want to go on Facebook and jump in this group. I'm telling you right now, the resources that it provides is insane. Whether you're looking for something for your house, a renovation, a referral for something, you post in this group, you're gonna get a ton of referrals and a ton of help. These guys are like the ninjas of Burlington, Ontario. If there is superheroes in Burlington, Ontario, it's the Burlington Dads group. I even posted this comment just so that I could get some help with this video, and I also wanted real opinions, and I got over 40 comments, people willing to help. Let's keep this going. Daniel, con, no authentic Portuguese bakeries, and population from Hamilton. Might be boring for teens. When it comes to authentic foods, there are a lot more in Hamilton, which again is 15 to 20 minutes away, so you're not that far. You got the best of both worlds being in the middle. And when it comes to might be boring for teens, it might be a little bit boring. I mean, if you're a hockey player, you'll definitely be able to play a lot of hockey. There is sports and recreational areas. Probably not too much nightlife in Burlington, Ontario. So I do understand where he's coming from there. Daniel also says his pro is access to Lake Ontario, position on the lake, and get less lake effect snow than other nearshore places. Lots of parks and families, good mix of urban and nature. I totally agree with him. If you're coming to Burlington, Ontario, a huge pro is the very popular Burlington, Ontario famous pier and downtown. There's food there, nightlife, entertainment, all sorts of stuff. You can walk on the beach, enjoy the beautiful trail over there, grab ice cream with your kids. That is a massive pro and something that you have to do if you come here. Go spend a day down there. You will not regret it. Con here for him is that there are too many pubs and cannabis shops. I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of that one because I don't know what you're into, and it's totally cool what you're into, so that might be a pro for some of you. I'll let you guys decide on that one. Now, John says, arena time and ownership is brutal here. We should have had private stadium built in junior hockey here 20 years ago. Good job, council. A pro, it's relatively safe here. It's actually one of the top 3 safest places in Ontario. That is a fact. Ed V says, pro, easily accessible waterfront parks. Con, little to no nightlife. When it comes to the nightlife here, majority of it is downtown Burlington. That's really where you're gonna get your nightlife. So Burlington kind of is a little bit of a bubble. When you do go out for the nightlife down to the clubs down by Lakeshore Boulevard, you likely are gonna run into people that you know, but at the same time, it's not like Toronto where there's a ton of different clubs. The entertainment life in Toronto is a lot better, or in Hamilton, it's a lot better. That brings me back to being right in the middle, which personally I love. I'm kind of a quieter, laid back person, but when I do go out, I of course like to have fun like everybody else. So I like the fact that I can drive a half an hour into some great nightlife and come back into the quiet city of Burlington, Ontario. Dave says, pro, safe and nominally quiet space. That's why I'm living here. I don't like super loud places. I like my quiet family time. Now, Dave's con, lack of quaint, seedy, artistic hubs for drinking, dining, and live original music. We have the Burlington Arts Center that you can go to. We also have the Royal Botanical Gardens, which is an awesome place to visit. I think you'll like that, but I don't disagree with him. It's not like it's a Los Angeles or something like that. Very, very interesting con as well. We have another Daniel here, says the con, traffic lights and stop signs, So apparently he has some road rage, doesn't like to drive around on the traffic lights and the stop signs. I do agree. Usama, pro, peaceful, less busy, and family friendly. He is totally right. It's very peaceful here, very family friendly. If you're looking to raise a family, Burlington, Ontario is probably one of the best places in Ontario to do it. You got lots of schools, lots of parks, lots of recreational areas that you can enjoy. I have kids here. I've been raising a family here. I love it. Your neighbors are very helpful, friendly. You won't run into any sort of dangerous areas. Definitely a great place to raise a family. Now, Usama's con is high property prices for way too less accommodation compared to just 30 to 40 minutes away. Cracked and bumpy roads for the most part of the city. I agree with the housing prices. Cracked and bumpy roads, not so much. But when it comes to the housing prices, I do agree. The housing prices here are a little bit more expensive. They're not Toronto prices. Toronto prices are a lot higher. Burlington, Ontario, I still believe has good pricing for the area that you are in. You can get a condo in the 600,000s. You can get a semi-detached home just above $1 million, and the average detached home, which is like a 3-4 bedroom, 2,500 square foot property, now you're looking at about $1.8 million. It also depends on the area that you are in. There's a lot of different areas in Burlington that you can choose from that range in price, and if you're looking to make that move here and you want the perfect neighborhood that fits your criteria, just give me a call, shoot me an email, or send me a text. I'm a licensed real estate agent in Burlington, Ontario, and I'd be happy to help you get that done. Brent says, pro, fabulous beaches. Totally agree. The waterfront is incredible. Again, guys, this is another common comment. You definitely want to head down to the waterfront and enjoy that. He also says a con is the hydro wires. Now, I don't think there's too many hydro wires. You do need them in Burlington, so you need them everywhere. Yeah, that's an interesting con for sure. Dan says, pro, Sound of Music Festival. Totally agree with him. Burlington, Ontario has 4 very popular festivals that happen each year. You have the Sound of Music Festival, you have the Festival of Lights, you have the Beer Festival, and you have the Rib Fest. They're massive. They happen 4 times a year down by the lakefront. Again, you can definitely go down there, get some great food, have a drink, entertainment, hang out with people. They got bands, all sorts of stuff. Definitely check out the festivals. You don't want to miss that. Now, Mike says his pro, everything you want is drivable within an hour. When it comes to living in Burlington, Ontario, you do want to have a car, which I think some people say is a con, that when it comes to the transportation, it's not always easily accessible. Now, there is bus routes. We do have the GO train, but there's only 3 access points on that GO train. And of course you can use Uber, but predominantly when it comes to living in Ontario, you do want to own a car. Gandhi says pro, location, location, location. Easy to access the main highways, lake access, lots of parks, easy to get anywhere in very little time. This I totally agree with. That's why I've been living here my entire life. Burlington, Ontario has a great location. It's just off the shoreline, right in the middle of everything, easily accessible to the highways and wherever you want to go. Now, Bill says, con, our arenas are ancient and have no amenities. There are a lot of hockey dads here. If you are a hockey player, there's tons of them here. You will enjoy that. We do have a good amount of arenas, I would say. I used to play hockey when I was a kid, but I'm not currently active in the hockey space, so I can't disagree with him. I can't agree with him. I'm gonna take his word for it. Bill also says his pro is waterfront is an amazing place to hang out for the day. Common answer. You guys just have to check that out. David says his pro, plenty of shopping and services. You have the Burlington Mall, you have the Mapleview Mall, you have the Burloak Shopping Center. Everything is, there for you when it comes to the amount of stores. You can literally stop at one of these malls and get everything that you need. There's some great shopping centers here. Now, these are the Burlington Dads Group pros and cons. I gotta take their word for it. They've been living here a long time. These guys are huge supporters of Burlington, Ontario, so they know what is best. If you're looking to make a move here to Burlington, Ontario, give me a call, shoot me an email, send me a text. I'll be happy to help you guys relocate and welcome you to this beautiful city. Don't forget, do me a favor, as it does help spread the word. Give this video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.